Hi guys. Are you a fan of breaking and entering? Me too! That's why I blackmailed a very special someone into buying this game for me. To that very special someone, you know who you are, and you know what I have. In case you haven't played the game before, R.E.P.O is a team-based roguelike game where you travel to different areas and steal valuables. You then sell these valuables to pay off an ever-greedy taxman. Sounds simple, right? It kinda is. Now what makes this a horror game is that each area is filled with a bunch of creepy crawlies that the government likes to label as monsters. These monsters can range from being minor inconveniences to being the reincarnation of Saddam Hussein. We have an interesting cast of characters to pursue us during our endeavors, and such an interesting cast includes the following: Toothy Head, the Alan Parsons Project, E.T.'s less successful cousin Alien Man, Pepe Lol, the reincarnation of Saddam Hussein, and what the hell. There are other adversaries that might advance upon your approximate location, but I don't have funny names for them, so I made this tier list based on how much I fuck with them. Now let's get to the nitty gritty of this game. Like I said before, this is a roguelite, which means that after you die, you have to restart. And I have my own personal gripes about this. So you're gonna tell me that it's fun to spend 2 hours progressing just for you to die and have to restart? Yeah, right. Tell that to the corpse in my basement. What makes restarting a little bit more bearable are the upgrades and tools you can buy. After each successful level, you can go to a shop and spend your money to buy various tools and upgrades. Such upgrades include stamina, health, strength, and how far you can launch yourself with tumble upgrades. I personally only buy these upgrades because after like 2, you can launch yourself at Mach Jesus. Also, past like 10 or so strength upgrades, you can just pick up monsters and throw them around. So do with that what you will. If you've played this game for more than 2 seconds, however, you may realize that sprinting kinda sucks major ass without any upgrades. You run through your energy so quickly and it takes so long to recharge. It makes early game for running strength builds kinda dumb. But not to worry, because you have other means of transporting yourself. If you run and crouch at the same time, you can slide, which keeps your momentum and doesn't spend energy. Holy shit! And tumble launching is basically the same thing, but it happens in the air. Holy shit! The tools and weapons you can also buy at the shop are comical. Right next to the sawed-off shotgun and the landmine, you can buy an inflatable hammer like you just won big at the county fair. But if you're more of the pacifist type, i.e. a bitch, you can also buy a variety of gadgets that can help you on your merry way. For example, there's a gravity drone that can help you transport heavy objects, and there are health packs for when Toothy Head lives up to his name. Moving on to maps, they're also pretty cool. The game randomly selects 1 of 3 maps for each level. These maps include a haunted house, a haunted school, and a haunted weather station. Now what makes up for the lack of variety in the maps is the variety gained from randomly generated seeds. So, to quote the R.E.P.O wiki, no 2 is the same. There's also a very special map for when you and all your friends die called the Disposal Arena. This is a special place where you and your friends duke it out in a brawl to see who's the best loser, or as I like to call it, the King of Shit Mountain. You're given guns, swords, mines, the works to see who is the best at being bad. Now, I personally like this feature because it's a nice end to a good run, and I think more team games should implement something such as this. But if you don't have any friends, single player is also a good time. It's not much different from multiplayer. The only difference I could see is that the monsters aggro on you a little bit less, but that's about it. It's basically the same thing as multiplayer, but you're lonely. I think that's about the gist of the game. Break into private property, steal, mind the residents, upgrade yourself, rinse and repeat until you die. Pretty good game formula, simple, good for replayability. So what do I not like about this game? Well, it's simple really. It's simple. Now, if you've ever played the hit game that came out a few years ago, Lethal Company, you'd probably recognize some similarities. In Lethal Company, you travel to a variety of different places to find loot to sell so you can meet an ever-growing quota until you die. In R.E.P.O, You travel to a variety of different places to find loot to sell so you can meet an ever-growing quota until you die. But now you're a robot. That last part really makes a difference, trust me. I've noticed a pattern with recent indie horror games. Most of them tend to follow the exact formula that Lethal Company has. Maybe it's because Lethal Company was the first and it blew up and got popular, but really sky's the limit. It's getting to the point where it feels like I'm playing Lethal Company, but now it has a new paint job. I mean, it's a fine game formula, but at some point I'm gonna get burnt out on it. I mean, I'm not burnt out on it yet, this is the only thing I have to complain about. It's starting to seem like R.E.P.O has completely overshadowed Lethal Company. Like, why would I play that game when I can play this one, which is new and has more in-depth mechanics? It seems like Lethal Company walked so R.E.P.O could fly. Also, R.E.P.O now has a modding scene, so that's another similarity these two have. Am I saying that Lethal Company is unfun because of this? That's a good question for the Lethal Company review. I don't think this is a major problem yet, but I would like to see a formula switch up for future games. But I don't know. Maybe all of this stems from my dislike to permadeath in games, and all of this actually holds no water. To quote Asia, only time will tell. That's basically all I have to say about the game. It's fun with friends, it's fun alone, but I don't personally see myself playing 1 or 2 runs per play session. Overall, I say that this is a really good game that has a lot of potential for future updates. It's a good game, a good time, and a goodbye. Speaking of goodbye, stay safe, eat cake, and I'll see you later.
You ain't finding shit, I found shit.
Uranium cup.
The fuck just happened?
Oh, here, hold this.
For what purpose? I don't have time to pick it up.
Here, hold this. Yo! Freaky potion! Freaky potion!
Better put that shit down.
Confirm. Menstruation obliteration is amazing.
You bet your ass I am.
It gets better.
Just thinking about menstruation obliteration makes me
We need to find the other extraction point.
Diamundo.
No! No! Okay. I saved your life. I don't want to hear it. Duck! My loot! No!
What an asshole, am I right? I wouldn't go this way if I were you.
Why?
There's an anglerfish out there.
Oh. That means we need to move this stuff into a safer spot. I've also got to... Oh, we can walk around.
Oh, shit! He foresaw my plans.
Ow, ow.
This guy's a dick.
I'm at 10 health.
I'm at 0.
The what of 87?
The class. It's just the class of 87. I don't know what you're talking about.
Wait, unopened cabinet. Plate!
You fucking idiot.
That can't have been it.
It wasn't. You
Surely there's one more piece of something.
our last hope.
Oh my god, one more piece of something? Oh no. You're joking.
daily reminder this version is
I'm gonna kill myself!
Andrew! every time!
Fuck my life!
Airball of the century!
You died twice! I don't want to hear it!
Airball! I would have taken.
I'm gonna beat your ass.
I
I'm gonna beat your ass.
I would have taken that stuff back, bro. I ain't even playing, bro. Fuck.
Yeah! Eat my dick!
Yeah, you can be king of the losers all you want, motherfucker. You can be king of bullshit mountain for all I care.